Hey everybody, Manannan here. Welcome back to Stainless Steel 6.4. This is the second campaign on my channel of this game. The last one it was 6.3 I played last. And I had to stop it because of an infamous glitch that I couldn't find a solution for. But anyway, we're going to play 6.4, which is the most recent edition. And by most recent, I mean about 4 or 5 years old. And we're going to play the late era campaign. So this is obviously later on. The world of Europe is slightly more advanced than it otherwise is in the earlier campaign, which is obviously quite obvious. Genoa has its Crimean holdings, Denmark is expanding across the Baltic, the Fatamids are weakened, and of course the Crusader States are sort of there. I think they're in a decent-ish position. Some other things, the Byzantines are a bit limited. The Byzantines are the people I played last time. I like them, but I'm not going to play them again this time. Now, I'm going to play the Crusader States. It was either them or the Teutons, but I think the Crusaders are probably going to be slightly more interesting because the objectives are basically wipe out the Fatamids and wipe out the Seljuks. The Seljuks are controlling all of that land, and the Fatamids are controlling all of that land. And there I am, tiny little Godfrey of Bouillon. But oh no, Godfrey died. This is Baldwin. But anyway, we are going to jump right into it. We're going to go long campaign rules, just because the short ones a bit. We'll try long, and we'll see if I can always decide myself that I'm going to go with the short conditions. But whatever, we're going to try. We're going to try for long. We're going to manage all cities, and we're going to go medium, because I have heard horror stories of the game not actually being playable on higher difficulties, like. The AI just gets so overwhelmingly, like, they get completely buffed or something like that. Basically, I've been warned to avoid it. I don't know how true that is, but we'll see. So, here I am, with Pope Honorius, the warmonger of the Papal States, as someone who's quite happy with me, which he should be, considering I'm only here because of him. Literally, well, not him, but, you know, his predecessor. So, before we have a look to see if I can call a crusade, which I hopefully will be able to, because that'd be useful, I need to basically hold the land I've got, take Antioch, I think that's Adana. Yep, Adana. Cairo, basically just expand everywhere. Now, what I think I'll have a look at first is my units, because my units are pretty great. Limited, but great. So we got the Canons of the Holy Sepulchre. They are a exceptional religious order thing, and according to the bottom, they are a unique unit. So I don't know whether I can get them back if they all die. I'm guessing I only have access to one unit of them, which makes more sense. We're going to hire them anyway. In Acre, we're going to get the Foot Knights of Jerusalem, and also light men at arms. The Foot Knights are, they require you to hold Jerusalem, obviously. Otherwise, what are they? We got the St. Lazarus Knights, who are basically Hospitallers by the look of it. So what makes them different? They took up... Oh, they're like part of a branch of the Hospitallers, essentially. We're going to hire them as well. And we've got the Knights of Jerusalem, who are pretty much similar as them, as far as I can tell. 7, 12, 13. So they've got slightly more attack and slightly more defense, but they are still cavalry, so we're going to go for them as well. I do start off with 15 grand, which is useful, because I fully intend to spend all of that. Because essentially, am I already at war with anyone? I am not. That is lovely news. But I don't think there's anywhere I can really expand that's not already taken. Because looking at these borders, that's Egypt. That's definitely Egypt. Egypt is obviously held by Egypt, so I'm going to have to go to war with someone. Do I have any... I don't have any alliances either. Well, first things first is let's have a look at what units I have, what agents. I've got my princess in Jerusalem. Right. She can see if we can get an alliance with the Byzantines. I think it's a wise choice. So they can go there. You can head up to the port. Speed that up. Master. The spy in Judea. You can head south, I think. I think, all other things being equal, I'm going to focus more on fighting Egypt. Just because there's a little known band of soldiers called the Mongols, who are currently faffing around around the Caspian. Now, they will probably come in... They'll take out the Khwarezmians, most likely, because historical. And from there, they'll be able to cause some other trouble. So I think what I'm going to do is send a diplomat north. So my princess can get in a... Why the... Oh, I've got diplomat outside the Papal States. That's cool. Well, let's have a look. Can we have an alliance? Balanced. And trade rights. We've reached an agreement. Fantastic. Because that's very helpful to have the Papal States on side. I will not do anything, though. So he now likes me, hopefully, more. Relationships improved. Well, we're going to get Crusade, aren't we? Which is probably the best thing for me to have done right there. And I didn't even realise I was doing it until it was too late. So we've got a cardinal in Phoenicia. Home of the Phoenicians, the Carthaginians around here, I think. And how is Jerusalem? We've got to get Jerusalem converted, I think. So you're in Galilee. I'm going to get my navy to come down here. Pick you up. And we're going to take you possibly straight to Constantinople. We'll see how long that takes. Hopefully they won't get attacked by pirates on the way, because that would really suck. But we've got a spy there. There's this Fatamid spy there. Yes, so I think... I mean, I should probably focus... I could take Gaza. If I took Gaza and held that, that then sort of secures my western and southern flank. I think my best bet's... Well, first things first, we need to... I've said that 4 or 5 times so far. And I'm just repeating stuff now. Am I having a stroke? I might be having a stroke. Anyway, we're going to call a crusade for Antioch. And he says yes, because of course he does. So, we are going to recruit the Great Cross and the Mangonel. These, I believe, are spearmen of some sort. Or they're guys with sticks. I think they're just guys with sticks, but they are good against cavalry, so maybe they're particularly sharp sticks. I suppose that's just what a spear is. But whatever, we're gonna get some more troops up here. In fact, we're gonna retrain the mounted sergeants just so they are full strength. We're gonna add ballista towers to Acre, ballista towers to Jerusalem. How are we looking for the next turn? We are struggling, but whatever. We're going to end the turn. First turn done. Good start. Good first turn. So once everyone else has joined in the war, I should be able to send my army in Jerusalem on the Crusade as well, which will mean I should get a decent amount of money. He's going to give me money for joining the Crusade. That's fantastic news. So the Holy Sepulchre Knights have been created. We've got Mangonel's Great Cross, Foot Knights. Basically a decent chunk of soldiers have just joined my army, which is great news. So we're going to put King John the Honourable. I'm going to leave the pilgrims behind, I think. That's the thing. This is a huge force I want to use, but I can't leave Jerusalem undefended. That's just a bad idea. So, you are going to have to go. We'll leave the Manannan there. They are pissed off. Holy crap. Okay, well, can you hire mercs? You cannot hire mercs. Well, we're going to send a group of pilgrims to Acre. We're going to send another group of pilgrims to Acre. More? More pilgrims? Do you want more pilgrims? There we go. They're not going to rebel straight away, which is nice. And you are going to join the Crusade, I think. Let's have a look. We're going to join Crusade. This is what we want to do. Yes. Well, hang on. I'll need to take out that army first. Knights of Jerusalem, Templar sergeants. Are they just? Yep. Oh, they're spearmen. Cool. So I have a pretty shitty army, I have to be honest. It doesn't seem great, but yeah, we're gonna join the Crusade. Now we're gonna hire some extra guys because why not? And we're gonna quickly save just in case there's a crash or something. So we are fighting the first battle of the campaign. We have Spear Militia, Saracen Militia, who I believe are just better Spear Militia. They're tougher to kill, and they've got slightly more attack. Archer militias, Arab infantry, basically, as long as I can get a decent charge when they're busy, I should have no problem breaking them, because they are just militia. And on the way, we might be able to quickly take Damascus. And then onwards onto Antioch. As long as I'm close enough, I'm not going to have loads of troops disband and run away, because I'm not apparently pious enough. So, we might as well find out what the speech is going to be, or if they've added any. Because the speeches in this game are fantastic sometimes. If it's going to start.
Our Egyptian foes should pray to their God. Shortly they will be judged before him. We will send them all to heaven or hell soon enough.
Okay, cool. Sometimes it's quite funny. That time it wasn't. So, we have the Knights of Jerusalem and the St. Lazarus Knights. They can be combined into one flank, I think. We're going to group them and put them into one line. Then we're going to have our Templar Sergeants joined with the Foot Knights of Jerusalem and the Pilgrims. I think the Pilgrims can stay on one side. They can... I know what the Pilgrims are going to do. They are going to be basically, you know, a meat shield. And they'll love me for it. So we're going to stick you there. These guys are going to step forward. My cavalry are going to join my general over here. We will combine them into one, I think. Send them up here. These guys are going to fire at will. They're not going to skirmish because I don't want them to start running away. And these guys can move up slightly. The reason I'm using my religious fanatics and pilgrims first is because they're going to get shot at. And they are the cheapest. So I don't want to lose many of my decent warriors. As long as my crossbowmen don't shoot them in the back. Please don't shoot them in the back. Shoot up. You're shooting up. Fantastic. So they're shooting to take out the arch militia. Basically, what I want them to do is commit to a fight with the pilgrims, because charging cavalry onto a spear line is not a good way to win battles, I've found, unless your cavalry is really good and their spearmen are terrible. So what I want them to do is commit to a fight with them, which is currently looking likely. We're gonna bolster the forces on the flanks, I think, with the knights. Hello, they're sending people. I'm going to sort of ignore you, if that's alright. I'm going to come up behind you. Keep them busy. So, they are coming in to charge. Everyone run. So, everyone's in position. They can guard, because otherwise they're going to start running away, because they're fanatics. Defeat is likely, apparently. Oh, that's no good. This whole group, turn around. They can go charge them. They can go up there, keep this army running around, that little unit. So how's this going? Yeah, victory seems certain for them. We'll move the Templar Sergeants up. The militia shouldn't be able to take out the Foot Knights of Jerusalem, not with any sort of difficulty. They can charge on the Spear Militia, because the Spear Militia are trying to chase my general. This is what I want. Yeah, they're already like unnerved. Well, they're not unnerved actually. They just think they're going to lose, and they're fine with it. So we've got a good charge on them. They should immediately break, pretty much. No, they're gonna stay and fight. Now they've broken. They're fighting to the death. So we're gonna back off. Get my Lazarus Knights out. They are chasing all the archers away. Who is the next best person to... Arab infantry, probably. And then they can chase them. Turn these guys around. Get an envelope on them. And they can chase them.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Oh, the arch militia has rallied, which is a bit irritating. Well, they can go and chase them down again. Why not? They should have carried on running. So we're going to charge the Arab infantry from behind, which is huge. Defeat is almost a certainty. They were really happy before, and then, for some reason, getting charged by 60-odd heavily armoured knights has put a dent in their morale. Don't see how. so they can chase them down. I don't want to leave any standing, because if I do, I'll have to fight them later on.
The enemy flees the battle.
There we go. So we've won the battle, and now I'm just going to chase them all down and edit this bit out. Hey everybody, now the more eagle-eyed viewers will notice that this is not the world we were in when I went into that battle, because I actually have finished this first episode, and then I went to export the file, and I ran out of space on my hard drive, so Audacity went mental. Literally, errors spiraled from the center of the screen to the corner and carried on going. I had to click through 850 error messages before I could actually, try and salvage the project. And it meant that, for some reason, the last 5 minutes of the episodes were gone. So I will have to edit that bit out. But basically, I can't remember exactly what things were like before I went in. I have captured Gaza through a auto-resolve because it was so simple, because it was defended by pretty much one guy and his friends. And then yes, I remember now. I besieged the Fatamid city of Damascus, ended the turn, an army appeared to sort of support them, and I used the Crusading army's extra move speed to basically go all the way around them to attack Antioch, which is now pretty much undefended because the army that was defending that has now gone to help Damascus. And yes, so we are going to continue for now. Where is she? She's there. Okay, so everything is pretty much done. Speed up my mouse a little bit. So we have Nicosia is half decent. At the moment, I'll just leave it like that because it's not really under threat. I might make it a city, just because of the trading port. It's going to have, once I take Antioch, Tortosa does not have a trading, oh, it does have a trading port. Why is it not trading with Nicosia? I don't know, whatever. We're going to end the turn. Let my spy move fast. And essentially what we just want to do is, there's a large Fatamid army there. I don't know if you can see it. It's just behind the rightmost shield of the loading screen. It's gonna be a problem if I don't deal with it, or at least take Antioch first. But like I said previously, I think it might have been in the lost footage. But I want to try and keep the crusade going for as long as possible. We want to. Yes, we'll definitely have a new general who's half decent. I love getting the Man of the Hour. Man of the Hour is so good. Where are these armies coming from? Holy crap. So we are going to have a pretty difficult time holding on. The Venice, England and Portugal have all declared war. That is good news. So that is the large Fatamid army I was worried about. And there are the other Fatamid armies that are now making themselves known. So we are going to have to we can't retrain anyone. In Jerusalem, we will have ballista towers on Jerusalem and Acre, which will hopefully help hold them quite easily. We're going to go for the light men at arms, I think, and some archers, and some Syrian. Well, what's better between these? 2 and 7, 2 and 9. We're going to go for some spearmen. We'll ignore the Syrian auxiliaries. They're effective against armor. These are effective against lots of things. Cavalry. And they can do shield trauma and good morale, apparently, so we'll keep hold of them. And also, if we get the chance, we'll get some catapults as well, because strategically placed catapults are a little bit cheesy, but they're very useful to defend. If you get a good bombardment on the enemy as they're coming through the gates, you wipe out half their army and all of their morale. So that's fine. We're going to hire some more pilgrims and fanatics, because they're good meat shields. And we are... Where's my diplomat? We're going to go to Edessa first. See if we can get an alliance and trade rights. They will say no to that. What about just trade rights? Balanced? No, they don't want trade. That's annoying. Okay, because that'll hopefully keep them on good terms. Probably not. It is medieval 2 AI. So we are gonna just because I need to take Antioch and then turn around to deal with this army led by Selim. I'm gonna assault this. He only has 200 guys. We're just going to auto-resolve because he only lost 33. I can guarantee I'd lose more. Not as exciting stuff, but we're also going to sack Antioch just because I need to get some money. I'll also build a small church and repair everything. other way around so that they actually work. Now, he has the Holy Lance, apparently, which is useful. I gained lots of florins, and they all gained experience. Now, what I really should have done there, that was a bit foolish, because I could have made that army all Crusader and get them all experienced up. But anyway, we're going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this first episode, give it a like. If you think someone else would enjoy it, give it a share. And if you've just found the channel through this and you've just started the series, have a subscribe. There'll be more to come. So thank you very much, and I will see you next time.